Welcome to Lunch with Jeff 541. We are making omelets and French toast. First, what you need is a bowl, eggs, at least 4, 2 for 2 French toast, and 2 for the omelet. Depends on how much egg you want. You can probably do it with 2, but we're doing a 2-egg omelet and a 2-egg French toast, so we'll see what works out for French toast. And then we have our spinach. It has spinach and spring mix, so we're going to put that together. So it's a spinach spring mix breakfast with French toast. Sounds cool. So we're going to crack the egg. A little bit of shell. Make sure there's no shells in your egg. Kind of filming and doing egg at the same time. Alright. And then we're going to mix it together. So make sure there's no eggs in there, any shells in there. Make sure your egg and yolk get combined together so we can scramble it. Now we're going to do a French toast dip. So what we're going to use first is our big pan. So let's get the fire going. Big pan, small pan, fire. Alright, so now we have the 2 toasts. So now we're going to put the toast in the egg. So it's an egg wash. So you do it on both sides. You let it drip. And then you do it again on the other side. You let it drip. The more egg yolk on it, it's going to look yellow. So don't be worried about it. Just watch that it doesn't burn. And make sure you flip it. So there's 1, and here's 2. Do the same thing. Let it all drip off. And then another one, the same way. Just let it drip off. Just like that. See how it looks yellow? Okay, now we're going to flip it. See how it looks a little yellow, a little bit toasted? That's exactly what you want. They're coming out perfect. See, it's toasted. Toasted yellowness. Perfect. That's how you want it to look. Now I'm going to add a little bit of cinnamon to it for a touch of cinnamon. Don't put too much, just a little bit. And then on this one, just a little bit. Sometimes people add vanilla to it. But we're just going to do cinnamon, and then we're going to put some sugar on it. So we're going to put it right on there. And there's our French toast. Okay, we'll do the cinnamon sugar. The sugar when we are done. So I'll put a little bit more cinnamon too, if you want. Okay, now we're going to do our omelet. Now I'm going to use the small pan for the omelet. You can use a big pan, but I like to use the small pan. It makes it a little bit easier for me. So if you can, maybe you can find a small pan. It does a couple eggs at a time. And it works really good for the omelets. Alright, so I have moved the pan to the fire. Now we're going to pour your egg wash that you had right into the pan. Now we're going to finish an omelet. And we're going to make it spinachy. So just put the spinach right in it. You can wait till it's a little bit done. But it looks better because it's going to cook it down. It doesn't matter. Just as long as you don't move it until it's ready to be flipped. So when it starts like it looks like it's done, you flip it. If you want, use a small spatula because the small spatula tends to flip it easier to for that big one, it will break it. But I guess if you're good at flipping, you can try either one. See how it just breaks? You want a hard crust on the side. That's for the toast. Oh, that didn't work. See what I mean? Omelets are hard to make. It didn't want to flip right. Sometimes it's because you put too much in. But at least I'm showing you the real shit, and I'm not going to redo it. Because guess what? It's still an omelet. Just a little fucked up. Can I say fucked up? There you go. There's your omelet. It looks a little broken, but it's still eggy. Now instead of putting the cheese inside it, I'm going to put the cheese on top of it. Looks perfect. Now let's plate. When you are putting sugar on it, use the powdered sugar. That way it looks like snow. You go with a little bit. And then you add your syrup. And you drizzle it. Just enough so it's not dry and it tastes good. Next, add a little salt and pepper to your cheese, on your eggs. Oops, that's a lot. It's gonna be salt and peppery. Alright, now I'm gonna put some cheese on it. We got the cheese. We're gonna put just a little bit on there. And now we're done. Thank you for joining me with Lunch with Jeff 541. We're out.